I'm Kathleen Burns, the Marketing Coordinator for LogoDesignGuru.com. Today, I'm going to talk to you about why your business needs a logo design and when it's time to redesign it. Now, in my line of work, I've come across tons of logo designs, some great, some good, and some really downright awful ones. Now, for the really awful ones, I'll be honest, I thought it was the designers and they didn't know what they were doing. But when it's a winning logo design contest, where the owner picks it, then I assume the owner didn't know what they wanted at all. They had no clear vision. So, when it comes to your logo design, some businesses put it on a really low part of their priority list. That's a big mistake. Before we get into why you need to do this right, let's talk about what you need to know about logo designs in the first place.
First, what is a logo? In simple words, a logo is your company's identity. When you start a business, your brand identity is the first thing that comes into contact with your customers. It is the representation of your brand, so it has to be effective to capture their attention for a long, long time. For example, if you look at famous brand logos, you'll notice that they convey the brand message that they stand for through sheer, attractive visual cues like these iconic logos. Target, Nike, Apple, McDonald's M, or these logotypes without having to spell it out for the customers to remember them. Dunkin' Donuts, FedEx, Coca-Cola, Hardee's. Second, why is a logo important for branding? It's because a logo is the face of your brand and crucial for branding your products or services. It sets the tone, voice, and pitch of your brand. Through color, typography, symbolism, and design, it creates visual appeal. It determines the way you want to impress your customers with the message you want to convey, and how you want your brand to be remembered. So, when you get your logo designed, it's almost always for life. You may consider redesigning it after a while, but I wouldn't advise it in the first couple of years. Once it's designed, your logo becomes the face of your brand to be used in all kinds of promotions, advertising, and marketing materials. That's why it's only logical to take your logo design seriously in the first place for effective branding. And third, know that sometimes your logo design fails. And when it does, you lose customers. When you feel your logo design is failing, you need to rebrand immediately. Rebranding may involve redesigning your logo brand identity slightly or completely to reflect your current business vision. So how do you know when it's time to redesign your logo? There could be a ton of reasons why your logo design fails its purpose and needs to be redesigned, but the following are sure signs when you need to take immediate steps. Number 1. When your logo doesn't represent your business. This usually happens when a business has evolved and diversified in product offerings so different from when it initially started that now it needs a new brand identity to represent it. For example, Logitech, which had initially been a product brand, gradually evolved into a lifestyle brand. For this reason, they had to redesign their logo to reflect their product offering. Number 2. Your logo no longer communicates your business's mission and vision. That's clear enough. When companies change their focus, their businesses change in terms of strategy, marketing, product offering, as well as operations and a whole lot of other stuff too. It then needs a visual representation of this change. For example, when Apex Partners brought the world-famous Orange brand and changed its name to Salt, redesigning its logo was imminent. Number 3. When you see your brand identity is giving negative vibes or fail to perk up your target audience's attention, then it's a sure sign to redesign your logo. Such was the case for Awesome's logo. Number 4. Consider all the technologies available to your customers. Your brand identity should be adaptable to all modern form of media and devices for now and in the future. It should be responsive, adaptable, vector-based, and yet remain attractive. And when it doesn't do all of these, then it's time to do the needful. Let's consider the Think Design logo. See how it changes form without losing design elements in any shape or size? That's how your logo should be like. Number 5. When you look at Apple's first logo, you'll notice that it's illustrative, complex, and way too detailed to define what the company is all about. In fact, it reminds me of Adam and Eve rather than a tech company. It took Apple years to redefine their logo, but when they finally got it, a minimal design that reflects the company's core business and brand. So when your logo is too complex, consider simplifying it to appeal to your audience. Number 6. A creative and well-designed logo conveys your brand story with minimal words to go with it. It can stand on its own without the company's marketing communication to back it up. Take a look at the old Qantas logo, for example. Does it tell you a story of an airline that's so ambitious that it takes on the world? Or does it tell you about the target audience it caters to? Number 7. When your logo does not associate with your product offering, it becomes difficult for customers to recall your brand, let alone what it promises. For example, the Starbucks logo. While it does tell a compelling story, but you can't really think of the coffee when you look at it. Starbucks then had to really work hard on the visual designs for branding rather than bank on the logo to do the job.
Sometimes business owners are too busy creating strategies and following through with them that they miss the important cues from their customers and audience. They miss out on branding as one of the most important parts of their strategy and at the core of your brand identity. I would suggest keeping your eyes, ears, and mind open for these cues because they will let you know when your brand identity is failing and when you need to redesign. Think over what is wrong, what needs to be fixed for effective branding. It might be time to redesign your logo. I'm Kathleen Burns from Logo Design Guru. Thanks for watching.